Here are the instructions to complete your EDFL 201 Field Experience hours in Passport. When you first log into Passport, you will see a screen that looks similar to this one. You will first click on the Artifacts tab at the top of the page, and then the middle purple-pink tab, Field Experiences. This is where you will go to complete all of your field experiences. You will first click on this section that says Initiate New Field Experience. The first field experience we will complete in Passport is your counseling hours. This required no student contact, so you will click on the second tab, Select, Field Experience Template, No Student Contact. We will name this field experience Counseling, because this is where we will log your counseling hours. And you will select the date that you went and did your counseling hours. If you attended more than one, just select one of the dates that you completed your field experience hours. After this is complete, then you will choose EDFL 201 for the course. You'll need to scroll down after all the EDCIs. EDFL 201, Educational Psychology. Select. This is a Level 1 observation. Select. The site for this is the PCARD Center. This is where you completed your hours. So type in PCARD Center and click Select. Then you will edit basic info first. You were required to complete 2 hours for counseling, so 2. Click Save. The primary subject, click Edit, and you will choose Other because this wasn't subject related. Save. You have the opportunity to add a journal entry if you are interested. You are not required to do so. Once you are finished, you're going to click Complete Field Experience. This takes you back to the Artifacts section on Field Experiences, and you'll notice that your counseling hours drop to the bottom of your completed field experiences. So this little section is done, and now we're going to complete our field experiences for our 10 observation hours. So again, we're going to click Initiate New Field Experience, but this time, since you actually observed classrooms with students, you're going to click the first field experience template, because that one includes the student demographics. The name of this field experience will be FEX1, EDFL 201, your section number, your semester, and then your instructor's last name. Select. You're going to choose the date of one set of demographics that you observed. If you observe that same set of students over multiple dates, you will choose one of the dates and click Select. So each field experience created will be depending on that group of students. So this first group of students, again, EDFL 201, select. Level 1 observation, select. And then which school did you do your observations? Let's say this was Acadiana High School. And the site, the contact, is the secretary or principal that you were given as your contact person. Select. Then you're going to click Edit Basic Info first. So you're imagining this one group of students, and let's say there were 20. And let's say you observed these 20 students for 6 hours, these same 20 students. If you observe them from 1 hour, you put 1 hour. So each different set of students that you observe will get a separate field experience entry. So you need to remember the 20 students and the 6 hours or whatever you have entered, because this has to match the next set of information. So that's what this is telling us. So we're going to now go through each little section on the bottom that's required. So gender. Of my 20 students, I'm going to list their genders. And then I'll click Save. Then I'll go to Subjects by Hour. I observed 6 hours. Let's say 4 of them were science with these students, and let's say 2 of them were social studies. They have to add up to 6 hours or it will not let me move further. Then I'll click Save. Ethnicity, again, this is my 20 students. Best guess of the 20 students. I'm going to click Save. It must match up to 20 or it will not let you move forward. After ethnicity, primary subject, we'll say science. Again, there are no right or wrong answers. This is what you're observing, what you're sharing with us, the group of students that you have observed. Limited English proficiency. For this, you just click Edit and then Save. Unless you were given specific information, you're just going to click Edit and Save. Again, you are allowed to enter a journal entry. It is not required. And then you're going to click Complete Field Experience. This will drop the field experience back to the same page, and it'll drop it right under the counseling that you just completed. Okay? We're going to do this for each different set, initiate new field experience, of students that you observed, the top template, until all 10 hours of your observations are recorded. So this is going to be my FEX2. I'm going to select the date of the last time I saw these students. I'm going to check EDFL 201. I'm going to select. Level 1 observation. Site name. We'll say Acadiana High again. Select. The contact, again, is the secretary or principal's name. Select. Edit basic info first. And here I'm going to say it was 20 students again, but this time I did 4 hours with those 20 students. I'm going to save that information. OK. And complete the required information as done before. Scroll down for all required, subjects by hour. This set had 4, so we want to make sure the total adds up to 4. Let's say I did 4 in mathematics. Ethnicity. Primary subject. This time it was math. And finally, limited English proficiency. Save. And I will scroll down to the bottom. This is optional. And complete field experience. Now I have all 3 entries loaded in Passport. They're just in my account, but I will send them to my teacher, but in a binder. And in Passport, we call those binders working portfolios. So at the top of your screen, we're going to go to Folios. Working portfolios is very similar to a binder. So we're going to go ahead and create a binder. And the way we do this is we're going to click, wait just a second, I deleted an old binder. We're going to click Create Folio, and we're going to enter the name for our binder, and it will be EDFL 201, your section name, the semester, and your instructor's last name. Click Create, and we've created an empty binder that's sitting here. So I'm going to click on this binder, and it opens it up to an empty binder. Passport requires that you add a tab to organize your work. So click Add a Tab, and we're going to name this tab Field Experiences. Once you've named it Field Experiences, click Save, and then click on the Field Experience section. So we're opening up our binder to the first section. This section is empty, but we're going to add copies of your field experiences into the binder. The way we do that is we add Artifact from Bin, and it takes us to our Artifacts section where we click on Field Experiences, again the purple tab, and it shows us everything that we have that's completed. You're going to click everything related to your EDFL 201 field experiences. Your counseling hours, that should be 2. This was 6 hours and this was 4 hours, so this adds up to 10, and our total should add up to 12 hours. You may be clicking on more of these tabs depending on how many different entries you had to input for your 10 hours. Add to tab, and this creates a copy of each of these field experience entries into your binder. Now your entries are here. You can click on them to look to make sure that they are there. You can download them. This is what we'll see when we look at your binder. So here are your field experiences. So we're going to close that. That's for counseling. I'm going to click on the top of the portfolio, the name of the binder. And if you notice here, it has your field experiences, and it has the ones that we have entered. So when I click on the title, I'm going to click Request Evaluation because now I want this binder graded. Are you sure? Yes, I have all 12 hours in my binder. I'm going to click the name of my professor. Very similar to an email, so you want to make sure you send your work to the correct person. Submit. It's thinking. Choose the course. Again, EDFL 201. Not EDCI. Whoops. Scroll down to EDFL. Submit. And if you notice right here, it says Evaluation in Progress. That means I turn this binder in to my professor. So when I click up here on Folios, I see that that working portfolio binder, as it pulls up, it'll say Evaluation in Progress. That means, see right here, that means this binder is now in the hands of my professor, so I can't edit it. But once it's returned to me, it'll say Open for Editing. When it says Open for Editing, that means it will have been graded and it's back in your hands. It has been returned to you. Then you can edit and change as needed. Working portfolios, again, work as a binder, and we've just submitted our field experience binder to our professor. Portfolios is something that you will have to do throughout your education courses. If yours is empty like mine, you'll need to create a folio to create your Portal 1. And since this is if something like this happens to you, you would contact the Passport office. You can email the Passport office at passport@louisiana.edu. But you will need to, once you get information on how to create this Portal 1 and Portal 2, you will need to complete that information as you go through your courses throughout the College of Education. Before student teaching, you will need to have Portal 2 and Portal 3 complete, and in order to graduate, you will need Portals 1, 2, 3, and 4 all locked and closed. If you need more information on Passport, you can visit us in Maxim Doucet, room 314, or email us at passport@louisiana.edu.